Hello, can you hear me? All right, great. Thank you everyone for being here today, here in London. My name is Jake, VP of AI Solutions here at Striim, and we're here to talk with you today about the Instant Network with our partner Google and as well one of our customers, VMO2. So we're happy to be here today. As I mentioned, so I'm a VP of AI Solutions at Striim. I work with our customers, understand what AI solutions they're trying to implement and see how real-time data can help them in that. Today we'll be covering a lot of aspects of Striim and Google and how we power our customers to work with their real-time data. Alfredo, if you want to introduce yourself.
Yes, yes, can you hear me?
Can you hear him? A little bit?
Okay.
There
cool.
we go.
So I'm the head of partner engineering for RSVs. My team is responsible for the technical go-to-market and engineering for Google's across Europe, Middle East, and Africa.
Thanks,
Great.
Alfredo.
And Vinay.
I'm Vinay Pai. I work for Virgin Media O2 and look after the data management platforms. I'm a head of data architecture in Virgin Media O2.
Great, thank you. So we'll turn the time over to Vinay now to walk through their use cases.
Thank you, Jake. So just a little bit of introduction. As I introduced myself, Vinay Pai, head of data architecture in Virgin Media O2. Virgin Media O2 is essentially Virgin Media and O2, two iconic brands which have come together about 4 years ago, providing connectivity services in the UK. That's broadband, phone services, TV services, all of these things. And we are ready to supercharge the UK. We have about 46 million connections throughout UK. That includes mobile, broadband, and TV services, and across all sectors. One of the key things which we are looking at is how do we enhance our connectivity services for our customers, and one of the story we'll be telling about is how real-time data is used to provide those services for our customers. We believe that connectivity is not just a service, it's at the heart of the things which we provide. I'll tell you a little bit story about the challenges which we faced in the telco sector. As you know, telecom companies have a huge amount of data, whether it is network telemetry data, whether it is IoT services, location-based information, customer interactions. All of these data sets historically have been in fragmented, siloed platforms. And the processing on top of it was batch-based in the past. What it meant is our business was mostly reactive, as in we would receive the data, process it, and by the time we could come out with any insights or actions, it was too late to be able to serve the business well. What that meant is we were, as a business model, very reactive, right? We were not proactive in the way we were working with our data assets. And it also meant that some of the key capabilities or features which we wanted to provide for our customers, for example, personalization, by the time the data is processed and enriched, it is too late, right? You are not acting at insights at the point in time. You are probably acting at insights as it happened yesterday. For example, if there is a network outage, if we are not able to act at the moment, we are not able to provide the right service to the customer. So that was one of our biggest challenge in the past with fragmented data assets and everything, and real-time data, lack of availability in real time. So you might ask, what's the big deal with it, right? From our perspective, for a telco, it's a big missed opportunity. What that means is we were not able to provide the right personalization services in real time. It also meant that we have a big loss of revenue. For example, fraud is a big challenge for us. And without real-time data, you cannot act on it in a very efficient way. On top of it, network-related problems or whatever, if you're not able to provide the right insights in real time, you lose customer trust. So that was one of the biggest challenge which we had. So I'll talk about how we solved those challenges and what capabilities from an architecture perspective we came out to resolve that problem. Two key platforms which I'm going to be shedding a bit more light on, Striim and Google Cloud. Striim is our key data in motion platform. Okay, what I mean by that is it's our key enabler for bringing data in real time into our data platform in Google Cloud. And our primary use case which we have is for change data capture. That's one of its sweet spot, wherein from an operational system like an Oracle database or a Postgres database, we can bring that data in real time, in sub-seconds, and make it available for insights, right? And it's not just about bringing data into cloud. It's also about doing basic enrichment or processing on top of it on the fly, so that by the time your data lands into cloud, it's ready for insights and analytics. So those are the two key areas where we use Striim for, and it's a core platform on which all our real-time data is being built. We also use Striim both for our existing on-cloud deployment as well as the on-premises stuff. What it means is we use effectively a hybrid solution, which is best of both worlds. We can use it whether we are connecting to on-prem services or whether you're doing cloud-to-cloud service integration. Striim serves both purposes as well. We use the hybrid model for deployment, which also gives us a lot of flexibility from a deployment perspective. So Striim is one of our key technology for real-time integration into cloud. The next big thing which we have done is moving our platforms into GCP. Now, all this data which is now insights ready, we need to act upon it. We need to make some use out of it for insights and analytics. That's where Google Cloud comes into play. It's the core platform, the foundational platform on which we have brought all our enterprise data into one place. And some of the key technology estate which we use within Google Cloud is BigQuery for analytics and Postgres for the associated real-time databases. We also use a whole lot of other Google technologies like PubSub for messaging internally and Google's related AI/ML capability for all the personalization and the fraud detection models which we have built in place. So together, between Striim and Google Cloud, we have enabled a real-time data architecture which serves as a foundation for our business. I'll talk about the journey which we have gone through. Over the last 6 years, we have been very busy modernizing our data platforms. It all started with moving some of our key on-premises platforms into Google Cloud. And in the last 6 years, we have replatformed 6 major data platforms into GCP. And they are all now on native BigQuery execution. What that means is we have moved about 4 large-scale Hadoop platforms into GCP. We have moved our largest Netezza data warehouse as well into GCP. All this enterprise data is now available in GCP as cloud-native execution. Beyond that, what we have also done is it's not just about migration into GCP, it's about what value can we add as part of the migration, because the business is not going to wait for 6 years or whatever for your data to be ready. What we had to do is make sure that as we are moving those platforms into cloud, we are looking at value streams as well so that we can provide the business with some additional capability. So that's one of the key things which we have done, as in building additional products and services, whether it's for false diagnostics, personalization, or a couple of other things. All of those things we have built in small transition phases, not waiting for an entire 6-year transition program into cloud. So that was one of the first things which we did, is cloud migration and adoption. We are now on the journey. We have done a lot of work in modernization as well, as in adopting a cloud-native ways of working and all the other capabilities which come from a cloud operating model. The next thing which we are currently working on is next generation real-time analytics. And this is where I'll be speaking about the capabilities which we have brought in via Striim and Google Cloud. Within Virgin Media O2, we use AI primarily for helping our customers use our services better, as well as for helping our employees to help our customers. That's the primary aim for it. We use AI primarily for the biggest decision making in our organization. So I'll be talking about a very couple of common use cases which we have within Virgin Media O2, but they are very successful in the way we have implemented them. The first thing I'll mention about is on our work which we have done in personalization, and that's the foundation of all the key capabilities we have got. For example, if you are browsing on the Virgin Media O2 website and you're looking for products and services, how do we make sure that we offer you the right product and right service at the right point in time? Okay, it could be based on what as a consumer, what your needs are. So just to give you an example, you could be your household could be interested in gaming, or you could have a big family and lots of connections going on at the same time. So you could be a very high bandwidth user, or you might have people who are more interested in specific TV programs for entertainment or certain sports programs, right? So we can understand what our customers' needs are based on the pattern of usage from our products, and based on that, we can provide them the right products and services. We can, for example, if you have a household which is very much interested in sports related packages, we can provide the right sports packages for TV. At the same time, if you have a household which is extensively using our broadband and you have hotspots in the house where we cannot get the right connection, we can provide an additional pod in the home, right? So those are the kind of offerings and personalization which we can do by understanding our customers' nature of usage, and that can only be done by using data in real time. Okay, you cannot use yesterday's data or last week's data. That those insights have to be served to the customer at the right point in the right channel, and that's where real-time data is so critical for our use cases. The second one, which I'm going to be talking about, is where we use data in real time for customer experiences. Now, it's one thing to be able to sell a service to a customer, but the key point is like, how do we make sure that the customer is happy with the services, right, throughout the life cycle of the service? And one area where typically at times we might have problems is in the network. For example, we have a network outage, right? If that happens, how do we get to know what is the issue exactly, and then detect that problem in real time and resolve that as well in real time, most likely before the customer calls us as well. Okay, so that is a really important capability about false diagnostics, which again we have implemented all in real time. And what that means is, by providing that insight in real time, we can then provide a better customer experiences for our customers. And together with personalization and the insights which you can get from our network, we effectively come out with a next best action. As in, what you don't want to do is, if you have a customer who has a particular network issue, we don't want to be upselling him at that point in time. So we want to make sure that we provide the right kind of support with the network services. And then once that problem, if we have anything, is resolved, we can then look at what is the usage pattern and providing the right additional products and services. So that's kind of effectively a next best action based on the insights which we get from the network and the insights which we get from the customer's personalization and usage of our product is really fundamental to ensure that we provide a good customer service and help in retaining those customers as well. That was the second point. The third one, and the critical one which we have got, is again around our investments in network as well. So this is again a big area where we use AI, and it's all to do with our broader investment in network. As in, we as a telco, we invest something in the range of about £2 million every day. That's about £700 million of investment in a given year goes into our network. And that's used for serving you your broadband as well as mobile services. Now, to be able to invest so much money, we need to be sure that we are putting that money in the right place. As in, we need to understand how our customers are moving about in the country, where are the hotspots from a mobile perspective, where our customers are not getting good signal. All of that information has to come out in real time, and then we need to then figure out where best to invest in our network. That's again, from an investment perspective, it's a big amount of money which Virgin Media O2 spends, and that insights is developed in analyzing that data in real time and making sure we have the right customer insights behind it. So those were the key, I think I would say, the biggest areas where we have got, where we use data in real time, and with the foundational platforms which we have built with Striim and Google Cloud, we are now in a much better position to serve our customers. So in conclusion, I would say is together these capabilities, if in the past it would be more like building data warehouses and batch reports, which was important for the business. Today it's more about building a real-time nervous system which can react to the business requirements at the pace at which the business wants. And if we are able to provide those kind of services, is those telcos, who can win in terms of operational efficiencies, in terms of customer experience, and also create new revenue streams. So that is the key message I would like to kind of take you guys to take from here. The final thing, which I would like to say is that in today's world, it's hard to get away from AI. Last year it was Gen AI, this year is agentic AI. That's the buzzword, and VMO2 is also investing a lot in those capabilities, but we are more in a prototype phase at the moment, looking at those capabilities, understand what it can do for our business, and then building on top of it. But the key point is, without good quality data, without the right insights in real time, your AI strategy is not going to work. You need to invest in the right foundational platforms, and that's where we believe that having a combination of Striim for doing the bulk of your core data integration in real time with a platform like Google Cloud, where you can do all the analytics on top of it, that's the best of breed solution which we have built, and together that's serving VMO2 and our customers as well. Yeah, I will hand over to Jake for the next one.
Thank you, Vinay. Appreciate that. So this pattern that Vinay is talking about of going from data unification to real time to looking at doing analytics within it is actually something that we see as a very common pattern amongst all Striim customers. There's always this look to unify your data. Everyone is trying to build a data lake, a lake house, a data mesh, a data fabric, whatever you want to call it. But it's all about data unification. And as you're going through that, usually you have some type of downstream analytics you're doing once you've unified that data. The value that we start seeing customers that they want to take advantage of, there are certain use cases in which the faster you can do them, the faster you can get the signal from that noise that is in your data lake house, there is value to be had in that. So if you think fraud detection, really any type of like anomaly detection, there's lots of use cases within that. And that's where we talk about real-time analytics for our customers. They're looking to identify, we're already moving data through this system. Are there ways in which we can process this data in sub-second latencies in memory as it's going through Striim? And that's really where Striim provides a lot of our value. So we are a data integration company, a real-time data integration company. We are Striim is pronounced Striim, it's not Striim, but the two I's are on purpose. The first I is for intelligent, and the second I is for integration. So not only are we integrating data by moving it from one place to another, but as we're going through that, there are intelligent things and actions we can take along the way. We support a lot of different ways to be able to make that happen, whether you just want to filter your data or enrich it. We support a lot of different modes through like SQL to be able to analyze your data as it's moving through Striim. We have open processors to do something more custom. And then as well, we have our own agents that we've built into Striim based on common customer patterns, things that are people that they want to do, like vectorization of text data. They may want to do anomaly detection or prediction of time series data, or really detect PII data as it's moving through Striim. And so all these things are supported within the Striim platform, and as we're moving into targets like at our partners at Google. So I would say in terms of when we're looking at laying the foundation for an AI native telco, the pattern that Vinay was talking about is something that we see a lot of our customers looking to establish. A lot of times their data sources are databases or log files, a messaging Kafka or sensors. The thing about Striim is that we can support a lot of different modes for capturing your data. So whether that is CDC out of your operational databases or it's coming from MQTT, we can have both of those streams coming through the same platform. You can correlate those together, which allows you to do that real-time analytics, which then eventually can lead to agentic AI use cases. Of course, it's 2025, so I had to say the word agents in this presentation. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a 2025 presentation. But really, in all honesty, when we think about what is happening in agentic AI, some of the pitfalls that are being talked about is really the lack of real-time context for these agents. When you're trying to build contextually specific AI use cases, not just a general chatbot that can give an answer back, what you need is real-time context for those agents to be able to work in. And so our partners at Google Cloud, this is something we're hyper-focused on, is supplying them with real-time data to be able to support the AI initiatives. And we have lots of customers that are leveraging that as part of their Vertex AI platform. So I want to turn over the time now to Google to talk about some of the ways that we have partnered together across customers like VMO2 and others.
Okay, there we go. Cool. So like we heard from Vinay and from Jake, the customer journey is always at the center of Google's conversations. what we try and do is we not only try and do this as a one-off situation where we do it at a bespoke and then it will not be available for other customers. We try and make sure that with Google Engineering and the Striim Engineering, we're actually able to package these solutions. So the blueprint that Vinay and the Striim team worked on actually became a blueprint that we were able to publish onto the Google Marketplace, where you actually can then take the whole architecture from working not only with what's on-premise, but also to start looking at some of the SaaS providers like Workday, Salesforce, and that, to bring in that data through Striim, and then also then push it into not only Google native products, but also into third-party products like Snowflake. We got Databricks that they can process the data in. What this does is it makes it a repeatable architecture where a customer can go in and deploy this as quickly as possible, as efficiently as possible, with all the best practices that is behind Google and Striim Engineering. So what does this give us? It gives us an opportunity to make sure that you can connect your applications to your products that you are developing quite easily. You can actually have your business working with the agents that the data is preparing through, so it's quite easy to work with. You can push regularly your data into BigQuery, and then you can also start breaking down the silos between your different data platforms you're working with. And what does this mean? So you get a seamless experience with optimal costs, looking at this all the time. So Striim's always looking at how to save the customer money while Google's providing the technology there. You don't need to be proficient in code. Anyone can start using this technology, which makes it quite really well. It's an enterprise-ready solution, gone through industry practices that Google provides for the team, with all the architecture rigor that is available there. Part of the partnership with working with Striim and Google is we're also always looking at innovating with our partners with new products, making sure that you always have those features available from the onset as it becomes released. Partners like VMO2, because they're not just a customer, they're a partner. The insights that they give us on the use cases helps us get our products up to date for Striim to also process. We've also done a survey with Gartner, and we got some great feedback from Gartner that we're actually seeing that Striim and Google are actually are the leaders in the market for the fastest database replication into Google. We're also seeing Striim being treated as a first-party product within Google. So if you actually go into the console, you can provision Striim from the portal, which makes it seamless for the customers. And then we've also got, from the integration speed, is one of the fastest that we've gotten from Striim. So overall, the relationship has been quite important, from looking at the customer journey, bringing together engineering with the best practices with the customer, with Striim and Google engineers, and then making it available on the marketplace for Google to resell to all customers to benefit from those learnings. And then, I'm going to hand it to Jake.
Thank you, Alfredo. So, real quick, a plug. No one likes conference food. We're hosting right now, if you follow me, kind of like the Pied Piper, we're doing a bit of an AI edition of a lunch. So if you follow me over at the Hand and Flower, Olympia, very close to here, a pub, we're hosting with our partners from Snowplow a bit of a lunch and learn. So I'd highly recommend going to get your lunch from there, learn a little bit more. All of us will head over there if you want to talk to us. Obviously, the Striim booth is right there. Kind of in summary, really, Striim is about data unification. We're about liberating your data from all these different data silos you have across your organization, bringing it together in real time. So when you're building your lake house, your data lake, however you're looking at starting to build your AI and you need to unify that, we recommend using our platform as a simple place to do, whether it's ETL or streaming data. That can be handled in a single platform, and we can help you move data to decisions in real time. Thank you.